Welcome, everybody, to another month of Astronomical Tidbits with Steve Layman of CAS. This is May, and Steve is going to share with us all the celestial happenings in May. But before we get started, just wanted to let everybody know that we did have a program scheduled last month for deep space viewing via mobile devices. And unfortunately, it was canceled. We have rescheduled for June 11th. So Steve, you want to start off with that?
Yeah, the winds that evening were, at least down near Charlottesville, about 25 miles an hour, not conducive to having telescopes out. So big thanks to Kathie to be able to schedule that. And again, she'll make arrangements with everybody who's coming up. You'll just need to have the Unistellar app on your phone or iPhone or Android, and she'll make sure that you've got links how to get that. Okay? All right, I'm going to share my screen now and jump in and talk about events for the month of May. First thing, what is new on Mars? As of a couple of hours ago, I have downloaded some of the latest images of the Ingenuity copter zipping around Mars. It did have a little bit of some control issues earlier this week. I think it was mostly software glitches. What they're trying to do with this little copter is a proof of concept kind of a thing. They want to see if this will work on other worlds. So far, they've been generally happy with the things that have taken place on Mars with Ingenuity. So I'm pretty sure we can expect to have some of these type of rotocopters working on some of the other planets and moons in our solar system in the near and probably distant future. The other thing that's happening on Mars that's popped up over the last couple of days on the internet is that scientists claim to have found evidence of fungi on the red planet. So are there mushrooms on Mars? As with anything scientific, unusual claims need to have very specific and highly detailed proof. And so over the next couple of weeks, scientists are going to be looking at what they are seeing, not only from the images, but perhaps other information that they can find out from rovers and overhead cameras to see if indeed mushrooms are growing in the soil of Mars. Night sky events for May. May is not a really busy month for night sky events. The new moon, the best night for observing things except the moon is May 11th, the darkest night of the month. The full moon is May 26th, and if we were living on the West Coast or you were living in one of the Pacific Rim countries, you'd have the opportunity to see a full lunar eclipse, which is also known as a blood moon, because the moon actually turns a deep shade of reddish orange. That has to do with the way that the light is refracted through the dust in the atmosphere. Unfortunately, we here on the East Coast are not going to have any opportunity to see that, but we will still have a full moon in our sky. On May 13th, there is the peak of the Eta Lyrid meteor shower. That's not many meteors an hour, maybe 3 to 5, maybe more, but it's not a big shower. Best time to watch a meteor shower, you might remember, is close to midnight or after midnight. And the best way to do it is put a blanket or a chaise lounge on the ground, lay back, look up and relax and keep your eyes open and face the direction of the name of the meteor shower. So this is going to be Lyra the Harp, which doesn't even rise in our spring sky until late. I think it's either right before midnight or right after midnight. May 15th, Mercury reaches its highest peak above the horizon, about 19 degrees. That's about 2 fist widths above the horizon. So you're going to have to be in a high or flat spot with unrestricted view of the horizon. That's also a good night to see some of the other planets. Between the 15th and the 25th of May in the south and between the south and the west, You've got the opportunity to see the moon. Mars is going to be up. Venus is going to be there, and Mercury is going to be up. But Venus and Mercury are very close to the horizon. So you're going to want to have that clear view. If you have the Stellarium app, which I hope many of you have downloaded, it's a free app that allows you to take a look at the night sky from your viewpoint. You can dial in the time of night that you're going to be observing. Generally, this time of the year, anything after 9:30 gives you a dark enough sky. And if you'll look towards both the south and the west, you can kind of plan your observing session to be able to see these members of our solar system. May 28th is a close approach of Venus and Mercury. Again, they're going to be very close to the horizon. So you're going to want to make sure that you're at a high spot or a spot that has that clear horizon. And on May 30th, there's a close approach of the moon and Saturn. And again, I believe that's an early morning conjunction. And if you will use your Stellarium app, that will give you the opportunity to have a look at that. As I have been doing over the last couple months, I am sharing with you some of the best ways to plan what's happening in the May nighttime sky. The third thing listed, what's up in May, is the monthly sky watching tips from NASA. This is approximately a 2.5 to 3 minute video that kind of shows you the kind of things you're going to be able to see in the night sky. This particular month's presentation deals a lot with that blood red full moon. Again, remember, that's not going to be able to be something that we can see here on the East Coast. Cosmic Pursuits is also a great way to find out what kind of things you can see in the evening sky for the month of May. The next three things that I have for you are the nighttime maps of the sky in the east, the south, and the west. These are screenshots from Stellarium. So again, another plug for that free software that allows you to plan your nighttime viewing. You can see down along the bottom that this is May 15th, and the time is roughly 10 p.m. that I've set the sky up for. You can see the asterisms for the month of May in the eastern sky, and the little circles and little yellow kind of bullseyes are some of the deep sky objects. Many of these are star clusters or globular clusters that can actually be seen in a pair of binoculars or a small telescope. Southern sky, moving from east to south. Again, a good view of the things that we can see. Not as many of those deep sky objects in the southern sky this month. And as we move to the western sky, you can see that the last vestiges of the winter sky are just getting ready to set. You can see that we've got the Gemini twins getting ready to set in the west. We've already lost Orion way below the horizon at this point in the season. There are a few more of those night sky objects. One of the things that Stellarium does is to set up a false horizon for you. This is actually a picture of the horizon from a spot in France where Stellarium was actually cobbled together as software. And so you can see that if you're looking to the night sky and you don't have a really clear view, some of those things like the planet Venus and the planet Mercury, which are behind this tree, don't pop out. So you're going to want to make sure, again, when you're looking for those two planets this month, that you've got a clear view of the horizon, either from up high on top of the mountain or from maybe across a wide lake or a really large field. So anyway, that's the month of May in the night sky. Hope that you'll have the opportunity take a look at that. One thing that popped up just in the last day or so that I didn't get to make a slide for, on Saturday, sometime after 8 o'clock in the evening, there's going to be a resupply mission to the ISS from Wallops Island out on the Virginia East Coast. And if you've got a clear view to the east and they make that launch later in the evening so that it's a dark sky, you'll be able to see the trail of the rocket as it heads up to resupply the International Space Station. So you can probably pick up some information and updates about that from the Wallops site. I believe there's also some information on the NASA site about that. So hopefully the weather's going to be great Saturday night, and you can go out and take a look at that one. Kathie, back to you.
Great. There you are. Yep. Thanks. I'm trying to get me back in the picture. There you go. Woo-hoo! I was so excited about what I was going to be looking for in the night sky. Thanks, Steve. And we really appreciate all the information you give us each month. And so everybody keep looking up.
Okay.